So you touched on it a little bit this weekend, but what did you specifically see from Remick so far this year that sort of necessitated the start?
No, I mean, I thought he's played with good energy at training. His confidence is up, and like I said, Leo's got a little thing going on, nothing, that could prevent him from playing, but it was bothering him definitely a little bit. We felt it was a good time to, just make a little change that way.
And what did you see from him over the weekend? How did you kind of rate his performance?
I thought Remick did all right.
I thought his defending, his confidence was good. His defending was all right. There's obviously, games always teach you things. So there's certain things we could see in the game that he still needs to continue to work on. But it was okay.
What are some of those things that maybe he can
That's
improve
for
on a
him
little
and
bit?
me.
This might be too, but what's the body part on Leo?
No, he's just got a little bit of problem with the hip flexor. So when he gets in the certain striking positions of the ball, it just tinges him a little bit, But again, it's not something that he can't play through or anything, but it's something that does bother him sometimes.
What did you see from Ozzy back out on the field? Did you feel like he picked up kind of where he left off?
Well, Ozzy is, reads the game really well, at defensive midfield and, picks and chooses his moments when the challenge and, the big difference for him always is he's one of those guys that he's got that little change of speed, so he closes things down when he recognizes something, and that always helps us.
How beneficial was it to have him back in the midfield again?
It was good, it certainly helped our team and so forth. He's still not 100% game fit for sure, and, his game touches aren't 100% there yet, but I think for a first time out, it was really good.
Just your thoughts on just Obafemi Martins. I mean, I feel like anytime he's, getting a goal, it's always in some spectacular fashion.
Yeah, that was a fantastic goal. I don't know if I've seen somebody do a pirouette around somebody in the box before. For me, I think Javi Morales had a great strike off the rebound off his free kick, but to me, that pirouette and that move against against an international defender and in Taylor, I think definitely deserves goal of the week.
What are you making sort of in general of your offense so far? And I guess particularly the 6 goals sounds fine, but are you getting eager for somebody other than your 2 DBs to get one?
Some other guys score, that'd be great, take the pressure off, certainly. But, if the other guys were getting goals and DPs weren't scoring, you'd be asking me, how come your DPs aren't scoring? Why are your forwards not scoring? So, as long as we're scoring as a team more goals than the opponent's scoring, I'm happy. I don't care who scores the goals.
Physically, how's Ozzy look back out here training and see where you guys sort of expected recovery time-wise?
Obviously, this week is an important week for him because he's recovering from the game. So, we had him in the majority of practice. We pulled him out of practice because we didn't want him to do too much shooting and things like that. And we want him to get still a little more fitness work in. So we're still building his fitness and still, not keeping him out of training, but altering his training at certain times.
What are you else expecting to see from the Galaxy this weekend?
Expect to see a hungry team. And I know Bruce, and he's not happy right now for sure. And they're a team that's got a lot of pride. They're defending champions, and they just haven't had a good run lately. So they're a team that's going to come back home, and they weren't happy with their last outing, and they're going to be highly motivated.
They always seem to be a team that kind of starts slow, but then they seem to pick it up at the end there and are always in the playoffs and always in the big run.
Yeah, historically that's the way it's been. It's usually Bruce doesn't work his team very hard in preseason, so really they get their game fitness as the season goes on, and that helps them. This year's a little bit different for them, without Landon and filling the hole of Sarvis. So I think they're still adjusting to that a little bit. They're still figuring out how that's going to get filled. I know they're still waiting on Gerard as well, but they're going to be a motivated, hungry team this weekend.